HGH Fragment 176 to 191, the Fat Loss Fragment. Introduction. Welcome back to our peptide series. In this episode, we're talking about the HGH Fragment 176 to 191, often called the Fat Loss Fragment. This peptide was specifically designed to harness the fat-burning properties of growth hormone without the full range of effects, and it's become one of the most talked-about experimental peptides for fat loss in bodybuilding. Does it really work? How does it work? And what do trainers and athletes actually see in practice? Let's break it down. What is HGH Fragment 176 to 191? It's a modified portion of the human growth hormone molecule. Specifically, it's the last 16 amino acids, positions 176 to 191, of the 191 amino acid HGH chain. Scientists discovered that this segment alone retained the lipolytic activity of HGH, but with fewer side effects. It's not full HGH. It does not significantly raise IGF-1 or have anabolic effects on muscle by itself. How it works. Full HGH has multiple effects on growth, metabolism, and water balance. Researchers found the 176 to 191 fragment stimulates beta-adrenergic-sensitive lipolysis, or fat breakdown, and inhibits lipogenesis, or fat storage, in adipose tissue. This effect occurs without altering blood glucose and with minimal effect on insulin sensitivity, at least in early studies. Unlike GH secretagogues, it doesn't act via the pituitary, it acts directly on fat cells. Benefits reported by users and trainers. Fat loss. The main selling point. Users report faster reduction of stubborn fat areas, waist, lower abdomen. Works best combined with calorie control and cardio. Fewer GH-related side effects. Because it's just a fragment, it doesn't cause the water retention, joint pain, or insulin resistance associated with high-dose GH. Can be combined. Many bodybuilders use HGH Fragment during a cutting phase alongside diet, cardio, or even full GH for synergy. Limitations and side effects. Not anabolic. It won't build muscle or increase IGF-1 like GH. Effect size in humans is modest. It's not a miracle fat burner. Diet still does most of the work. Injection site irritation. Redness or itching from subcutaneous injections. Frequency. Because of its short half-life, it's often injected 2 to 3 times daily before meals or morning cardio. Dosing protocols reported by bodybuilders. Not medical advice, summarizing forum chatter. Typical. 250 micrograms subcutaneously 2 to 3 times daily, often before meals or morning cardio. Some run it for 4 to 8 weeks during a cut. Because it doesn't desensitize receptors like GRPs, it can be run longer. Science versus real-world experience. Scientific data. Most research on animals, limited controlled human data, demonstrated increased fat breakdown and weight reduction in obese models. Athlete reports. Some see visible fat loss acceleration, especially when lean already. Others report minimal difference, likely depends on diet, genetics, and dose. Trainer perspective. Coaches see HGH Fragment as a helpful adjunct in a strict cut, but emphasize it's not a replacement for caloric deficit. Conclusion. HGH Fragment 176 to 191 is exactly what its name says, a fragment of HGH engineered to burn fat. It won't build muscle. It won't skyrocket IGF-1, but for athletes already dieting hard, it may help mobilize stubborn fat with fewer side effects than full HGH. Think of it as a specialist tool, not a magic wand.